Recently, a fatal multi-vehicle crash happened on the road in JB. Two brothers, one aged 22 and 19, were allegedly racing a BMW and a Merc down the road. The BMW reportedly lost control, crossed into the opposite lane, and collided with several vehicles. This took the life of 5 people, and the driver also died in the process.
Wow.
Let me show you guys the dashcam footage.
Oh, confirm brutal.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Okay, so there's no footage of the crash lah.
No. But you see, they got one guy fly out.
Oh my god. Oh,
Come on.
oh my god.
Come on. See the body?
What the hell?
Shit.
Rabak.
Shit.
Oh my god. Any idea how fast they were going and what model car?
I'm not very sure. Yeah, they just reported it's a luxury car.
But
Yeah.
not how fast they were driving.
Never.
Yeah, it's most probably model one.
Because I have ever been on the road to Malaysia. We went as like a group. Some of them were pushing 300.
What the hell?
There was 2 of them who were in a BM M3. They beat 300. So it is super fast.
Wow.
But at 300, somehow the car was still stable.
Okay, the Malaysian police, you know who to catch,
So right now, right, it is under investigation. I want to ask you guys a question. What do you think is the appropriate punishment, right, for this 19 years old brother? Because he didn't directly cause the death of the 5 people, but he was involved in racing the brother.
I think this one is most probably culpable homicide. And then it will be stacked with like other things.
We'll sit in a few years one.
Mas kena one.
Yeah. How many years do you think is appropriate?
Wow, this one really hard to tell because
What
this
I
one
want.
Yeah, tell me what you want.
What I want.
Yeah.
I think 15
for 5
years.
years. 15 years I cannot lah.
I think live
No lah.
5 lives gone.
No lah, cannot live lah. Because okay, if let's say there was intention in causing death, life is fine. Like murder and all, sometimes it can be hanged, sometimes it's life imprisonment, right? That's fine. But this one is what he did was very wrong, but there was no intention to kill, no intention to harm.
Yes, true. Okay. I think 9 years. 9 years.
Harsh
I
lah.
think it's harsh, but I think that's what I want.
I think 7 to 14 around there.
7 to 14.
Yeah, I mean,
See how
really-
good he is in prison and you decide.
It really depends on. I mean, like 7 is because he's young, so a bit of compassion there. But in terms of the severity, I think about 14. So that's where I gauge 7 to 14. Yeah, and with caning.
So now, put yourself in the driver's shoe.
Which one?
The 19 years old
Okay,
guy.
yes.
Okay? What will hurt more? Losing a brother or the fact that you have killed 5 people?
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to ask about the crash. Definitely losing the brother. Because, I mean, for a guy who, this kind of character, right? Probably the strangers who died don't matter to him. So, losing your brother who is a racer, maybe not as good a racer as you, probably hurts more.
I feel, like the brother. And I think because of that, right, he'll be like super guilty his whole damn life like that.
Okay, it's not an easy question, right? But I think the brother, and this is the reason. You killed 5 people is a lot more, yes, and you destroyed the whole family. And it's going to feel like shit and get guilty, right? But the death doesn't come to your mind every day, but a missing presence in the house does. The things that you do, things that you used to see walking around and stuff, right? You are reminded of that death every single day. And I think that is more detrimental.
Okay, if let's say now this has happened, right? Would you all feel, it's not my fault, it's my brother, so because of that, now maybe let's say the sentence is like 7 years in prison. Would you all feel like, yes, I did wrong, but is racing worth 7 years? No. My brother's the one that caused the death. Because of that, I'm kind of getting the brunt of it because I'm the only one surviving, right? Would you feel like in prison it's unfair and stuff, or would you feel like my actions led to the death of these people? Fine, I sit in, nothing to say.
The latter. Because I think in a more selfish way, it makes up for the guilt that I feel. That yes, he caused it, but because of our action, 5 people died.
So you feel that way for 1-2 days. Because some people, they really genuinely, they feel like, okay, really it's my fault, nothing to say. You just give me the punishment.
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, right, then you will not hire a lawyer, man, to fight your case.
Oh, but hire a lawyer because you want a fair trial also, ma.
Yeah lah. If not, it's straight maximum no.
40 years. Okay, then I'll ask you guys, right, why do you think Singaporeans, right, behave differently in Malaysia? Like, we are more reckless in our driving, we are more littery-ish, what's the word? Yeah, we like to litter, everything we also don't really care.
They always say, right, do as the Romans do, right? So it's an environment, no? Like when we are in Singapore, we know that we are being observed, we are being like watched like that. But when we go to somewhere that is like no restriction, I would say less lah. So naturally you have that kind of freedom, no?
And it's also an escape, right?
Yeah.
Like if let's say in Singapore you're living so rigidly, you cannot race, everywhere you go is speed bump, you cannot litter, so many CCTV you cannot find. When you go to Malaysia, it's kind of refreshing to throw something down, right?
I don't know. CCTV better keep a watch on this face now.
Like right now, there are
Outside
punishments,
KSL,
right?
JB.
Yes, happen. It even happened this year. The dustbin was like maybe 5 meters away, But it just felt so refreshing and nice to just throw it on the floor. Because I mean in Singapore you cannot do it, ma. So sometimes you go there, it's like a different experience, I guess.
And I think also it's a perceived status kind of thing. Like we just feel like we are better and we are going to a worse off country, or like it's not good lah, but it's just I'm better so I can do whatever I want kind of that direction. It's not exactly
Got like that.
I mean,
I mean psychologically it makes a lot of sense.
No, because
yeah,
like
it's not exactly that, but it's down
for
that
example,
direction.
like when they pump petrol or this kind, they will try to like a bit more, all those things, right? And I think it's really just like when in Singapore you are so restricted, then when you go somewhere else, it's like totally like let go kind. Rather than I feel better than the locals.
It's true, but this idea plays along with the psychological reasoning of, okay, this one has been discredited because the entire setup was fabricated, but the idea probably still makes sense. The Stanford prison experiment, where you have some guards and some prisoners, right? The guards were arbitrarily given power, and because of that, they took a lot of power within themselves and they made something cruel happen to the prisoners. So when you are put in a position where you're suddenly given some kind of power, or you feel powerful, you might do things that maybe is not ideal. So
Like
when
the rules don't apply to us.
yeah, you feel that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not say that we feel lah, but no, general Singaporeans.
Okay, then I ask you guys, right, what is one mitigating way, right, on how do we stop this?
Stop what exactly?
Stop us from behaving like an asshole lah.
I mean, there's no way to stop it, man, because as long as there exists a difference in the way people perceive themselves here and there, this will exist.
But don't you think, like, because I want to ask you guys, right, because do you know Japan, when they come to watch like football in other countries, right, they actually clean up after themselves.
Yeah, but there's Japanese. Japanese culture is different. So Japanese mindset is there is a way we are all cohesively working for each other. Like, I'm going to do things for everyone else in my population or in my society, right? So when they come and they see, even though it is the other side that is dirtying the place and all, we are all part of the same society, I'm going to help. But Singaporeans are very far from that mindset. If anything, we are the ones littering and making the Japanese clean up.